Hello, we are from Group 4. We will discuss about the case study number 2 for banking security.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Isa Hakim bin Abdul Hamid. My metric number is 280784. For this case study, I have been asked to solve question 1. In question 1, it have been divided to parts A and B. In 1A, entrepreneurs Berhad signed a loan agreement with Xia Tiong Lu and Sons in 1992. I discovered that SLS had broken the loan contract and failed to return the loan in May 1992. The most important question is whether or not respondent activity occurred within the allotted time limit. However, if the agreement is an indemnity rather than a guarantee, time begins to run when the loss is suffered, which is when the item is sold at auction. In 1B, is about the director of SLS provided indemnity to the third-party chargers in exchange for their land, which was the charge to Interfinance. Indemnification is another kind of quasi-security supplied by a third party similar to a guarantee contract. In this case, the indemnifier obligations primarily by the guarantor's liability is secondary. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now I explain about question 2, which consists of two questions. First is why charger land still auction. According to legal provision relating to warranties, interfinance Berhads have the authority to do so. This is stated in section 256 and 260 NLC 1965, where legal action can be taken if there are no payment received from chargers within 6 years. This is because the period already exceeded 6 years, started from September 1985 to May 1992, where Interfinance Berhad did not receive any payment. Because of that, Interfinance can auction the land so that they can cover their losses that incurred result from the defaulting of payment. However, Interfinance cannot just auction the land because they must first obtain permission from High Court or Land Office. And after obtaining the permission, the court will appoint auctioneer and the auction process will be conducted by court bailiff. But even if the land successfully auctioned, still Interfinance don't have any obligation to transfer the possession of the land. Move to the second question, which it is legally right thing to do. And the answer is yes. First is due to the defaulting, the land suffered depreciation in value, which also caused Interfinance to suffer losses. The suit will act as a duty to the Interfinance as long as there are no payment received from the chargers. And Interfinance will continue to bear the losses until they are bidders succeed in bidding the land. So that this is the reason why Interfinance have the right to continue to receive payment from the charger. And second is the action of suing is the right thing to do because it is charger obligation to make payment and it does not depend on the limited period, which is only 6 years. And the amount of sue imposed is also due to the liability incurred by Interfinance Berhad during the defaulted period. And this is all from me for the question 2.
Hi, my name is Mohammad Shawan Raklan and my matrix number is 271121. So I will discuss about the question 3. A simple contract has a limitation term of 6 years from the date of breach, while a deed has period of 20 years. When a party to contract acquire the legal reason and power to sue other party for breach, this is referred to as having a cause of action arising from a contract. Further state that the court may grant a request to extend the deadline for any action required by this winding up rule, unless the court determines that serious injustice has been done and that the wrong cannot be rectified by any court decision. No action under the Act or rule shall be invalidated by any format flaw or irregularity. The winning up petition was sent back to the High Court for a true hearing in accordance by Pel Siu Hong or B.S. Lim Gia Chiang, 1996. The higher court decision was underturned. The deposit was returned to the applicant together with the cost and order in the case.
Good day everyone, my name is Saranya, daughter of Inbakumar. My matric number is 275469 and today I will be presenting to all of you question number 4. So basically at the Court of Appeal, when the respondent's action is out of time, the court will use some procedures or method to determine the time limitation for both guarantee and indemnity. So in this case, the court will determine the time limitation for filing for a guarantee by determining and calculate it from the time when the appellant, which is Siah Tiong Loh and Son Sendram Berhad, had breached the contract. Breach of contract in this case refers to the repayment of loan that has been defaulted by the appellant sometime in September 1985. While the time limitation for filing for an indemnity, the court will calculate the time from the date when the appellant suffered any kind of asset loss. Asset loss in this case refers to the loss suffered by Siah Tiong Loh and Son Sendram Berhad on 9th August 1993 when Interfinance Berhad sold the land. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Ahmed Ali Hersi, matric number 274853. Indemnity is the document that is being referred to as the guarantee. In this case, the surety purposed to make the surety liable for a greater sum than what could be demanded under the primary contract. If this is the case, then the appellants are undertaking an obligation to indemnity the principal when Siah Tiong Loh and Sons SD and PSD made a payment in May 1992 that was made on the date of the repay the loan in September 1985. The company broke the term of the term loan. Despite this fact, respondents have the legal right to file a lawsuit against CSU Hong and others.